Good morning, my Barcelona friends, all the Cules around the world. It's time to wake up in Barca. I'll stop singing, I promise. But yes, it is time to wake up in Barca. It is a muggy morning, so the robe's coming off early. La Liga is done, my friends. Atletico Madrid are champions. At least it's not Real. That can be our slogan for today. At least it's not Real. Disappointing for Cules, I'm sure, around the world that we had an opportunity to win the Liga, get the domestic double. It didn't happen, but my friends, a lot to be thankful for this season. First of all, let's zoom out a little bit. We got to have a season, you guys. We got to watch soccer all year long. 2020 won that case. Got very interrupted. We didn't have football for months. Sorry, I'm a little out of breath. Just ran up the stairs to get here. So, with that, friends, and I'm very happy that we got to have a season. I'm thankful that we got to watch a competitive year in the Liga. How long has it been since we've had three teams? Really four. I know nobody was counting Sevilla in this, but really four teams going for the La Liga title. When's the last time that happened? So thankful for an exciting season. Thankful that Messi was the Pichichi Award winner. Thankful that we got some youngsters coming up through the club. It's been a while. It has been a while since we've had some young talent coming up through the ranks that's going to be successful. We've been sending people off left and right. Rafinha, Alenya, this and that. So very excited to have the likes of Ricky Puig, Ilaix Moriba, Mingueza, Araujo, Ansu Fati. Let's go. Lots of youngsters to be excited about, my friends. Lots of things to be excited about. Mandox, Anerban, good morning, my friends. How are you both doing today? Pau Torres, I don't see that happening. I don't know if those are the rumors. We'll start with that, Anerban. We'll go Pau Torres to Barcelona. We'll just start with that Google and see if that gets us anything. Oh, I don't need to be that zoomed in. I had my screen way zoomed in for the stream yesterday. So 2 days ago, the Hard Tackle, Team Talk, and We Are Football United are all saying that Pau Torres from Villarreal. Oh, who am I thinking of? Who's the Torres at Man City? Because this is not who I was thinking of. Let's see. Let's see about this Pau Torres, because I don't know much about him. I know he's a Villarreal guy. I'm doing okay, Mandox. It's Monday. It's supposed to be a nice day, I believe. I got some friends here hanging out. We're talking Barcelona. So, should be good. Should be good. Spanish football player plays as center back for Villarreal and the Spain national team. I don't see him coming in then. I don't see him coming in. Between the center backs that we have and Eric Garcia coming in, I don't think that we need necessarily a Pau Torres. I would rather spend some money on a Delict, if that is the case. 24-year-old Spanish center back, though. Can't be too... Fernan Torres. Thank you. That's who I was thinking of. Fernan Torres. I knew there was a Torres. All right, so Pau Torres, probably not. What else? What are some other takeaways from this year? What are some positive things that we got from this year? We got a new formation. The two previous coaches before that were having us play a very boring style of football. Valverde in his 4-4-2, which I could not stand, is just too defensive, and relied completely on Messi on that right-hand side. And then Setien comes in, tries to bring back the old classic Barcelona 4-3-3, and wow, was that a disaster. So now we got this 3-4-3 or 3-5-2, however you want to look at it, formation. So thankful for that. Yes, if we get the licked, I'm excited. I'm very excited because that means we have four solid four backs for the future. We have Mingueza. We have Araujo. I still believe in Langley. Langley is what, 26 years old, something like that. He might be 27. He's 25. Langley's still only 25, you guys. He's still only 25. Also have Eric Garcia. There's four center backs under the age of 26 for the future. On top of that, then maybe we bring in a a delict. That's enough. You're talking about the Spanish roster for Euros was revealed, and no Madristas. I can't believe that. Spain 2020 Euro squad, the complete lineup 27 minutes ago. Let's take a look. I am a Barca fan. I love Lionel Messi. Let me be clear about that, and that's an important question to ask Doodler. I love Lionel Messi. I am a Barcelona supporter. If Lionel Messi leaves and goes to some other club, I'm not going to support that club. I'll watch them. Depending on what club it is, I may even root for them at times. But my friend, it is a Barcelona club here. Barcelona till I die. Absolutely. So back to this no Madristas in Euros, because that's kind of exciting. Let's take a look here. We got Man United, Bilbao, City. That's crazy. Emerick Laporta switching over to Spain. Did not see that coming. Jordi Alba from Barcelona. Very nice. Pau Torres made the cut. A lot of England on here. Man City, Man United, Leeds, Chelsea, all kinds of stuff. Sergio Busquets made the cut. Holy shit. Cannot believe that. Llorente, Liverpool, Man City, Napoli, Atletico. Wow. Pedri made it from Barcelona. Let's go. You guys, there are no Madristas on the Spain roster going into the Euros. I am shocked. We are so far away from the Spanish, the Spanish era, I'll say, of their tiki-taka. It's gone. I mean, wow. Busquets and Sergio Roberto, not Sergio Roberto, excuse me. Busquets and Jordi Alba, the only two left from that 2010 to 2014 Spanish team. They're all gone. All of them. And no Madristas. Wow. Hassan, good morning. Doodler, I was this close to being a United fan. I was this close. When I started watching European soccer at the age of like 14, some of my favorite players right off the bat, Ronaldinho, David Beckham, Ruud van Nistelrooy, Thierry Henry, Edgar Davids, if you guys know who Edgar Davids is. So I was real close to being a Man United fan because I liked I liked Van Nistelrooy and I liked Beckham. But then Beckham in that year went to Real Madrid, and I was like, I don't think I like Real Madrid. I wasn't a huge, I hadn't like committed to Barcelona yet, but I was like, instinctively, there's something about this Real Madrid club that I just don't like. So for those reasons, I did not follow David Beckham to Madrid. But then I started really thinking, all right, I do need to pick a club, and it was the game against. I'm gonna look it up. It's gonna be, was it 2004? I think Chelsea versus Barcelona. I think it was 2004. I could be lying. Nope, I'm not lying. Is the 2004-2005. So I've been a Barcelona fan declared, like this is my club, since 2005. It was Barcelona versus Chelsea. Incredible tie. Very exciting match. Back and forth. Chelsea ended up winning that. But Ronaldinho's performance sealed it. Absolutely sealed it for me. Oh, good Americano. We are drinking an Americano today, my friends. Ay, ay, ay. Getting the people going. All right, what else? So we're talking season wrap-up today. We're talking transfer rumors. Barcelona have Aguero, just waiting on the medical and the signature to be signed. I think he does make a difference for us. I don't know if he gets his Champions League, but he definitely makes a difference. We probably win the Liga. If we had Aguero or Suarez this year, we probably win the Liga. And here's the thing, folks. I'm one of those people that I don't typically prioritize La Liga. And I think it's because we won something like 8 out of 11 years or something like that. I just kind of consider it a gimme. I came into Barcelona, like I said, 2004, 2005. Next year, we won Champions League. 3 years after that, we dominated the world of football, and I've been pretty spoiled ever since then. So I myself sometimes overlook the prestige of winning La Liga. I did not really prioritize it this year. I just wanted to get a trophy, which we did. We got Copa del Rey. It was a fun tournament too. How exciting was that? How much fun did we have watching those games? Let's take a second and just look back and appreciate that. Let me tell you guys something. Let me share something with you guys. I was having a chat with my buddy Stevie D. Baker the other day, and we were talking a little bit about this channel, where we're going with this community, and he and I both acknowledged I've been getting into some arguments with people for no reason. I've been letting people get under my skin a little bit. I've been getting into these debates that are just going nowhere. They're going round and round, and that's not why I'm here. I'm not here to just argue with people. I'm here to have conversation. I'm here to get to know people, get to know why you have the opinions that you do, but I'm not here just to argue for the sake of arguing. So, for that reason, I want to really turn and have a focus on just positive things. That doesn't mean that we have to be blindly optimistic about Barcelona or ignore things that we're frustrated about. This is a great place to express those frustrations and express those concerns. But let's also make it conversational. Let's also make it fun and positive. That's really what I'm going for. So, like I said, I know that I've been having a lot of just back and forth with people, and I don't think it's fun for people who aren't directly involved in that conversation to watch. And it's ultimately not a positive thing, right? I'm here to provide some content, to provide some commentary when it's around, but overall it's to build the community and have some good conversation. That's what I'm here to do. So anyway, I got a little sidetracked there. But the Spain national team, that's what we were talking about. No Madristas on the Spanish national team. That is crazy. I cannot believe it. We are so far away from the dominance of the Spanish national team back in, like I said, 2010 to 2014, something like that. So there were 3 Barcelonians. You would imagine 4. If Ansu Fati was healthy, obviously he would be going to Euros. Obviously. But that is not the case. Am I supporting Spain in the Euros? Not necessarily. When it comes to international tournaments, it's very much like watching Premier League. There's players that I love, but I'm not really going to support any one team. There will probably be some Cinderella team that pops up that I support just for the tournament. Like last time, who was it? Iceland, I believe. How much fun was Iceland watching them? No Ramos, no Carvajal for Spain. Both of them missed out. No PK either. But somehow Sergi Busquets makes it. So good for him. What else were we talking about? Spanish players, La Liga. No trophies for Madrid. How about that? Guys, here's something Barcelona players can smile about. No Madristas on the Spanish national team. No trophies for Real Madrid. Yes, they finished a point or two above us in La Liga. What was it at the end? I think 2 points. 2 points above us, right? 5 points. That sucks. That hurts a little bit. They finished 5 points above us. Hurts a little bit, but no trophies for Madrid. No players from Madrid going to the Euros. Suck it, Madristas. I will root for Argentina in the upcoming World Cup unless Argentina is playing the U.S. for some reason. Argentina will be my number 2 country that I'll be supporting for. That doesn't even make sense. Number 1 team that I'll be supporting. Asensio, I agree, doesn't make much sense. You would think that he would slide in there. He's a very talented and exciting player. But Asensio didn't make it. Ramos is old and has been injured. Carvajal is one that I would probably question. Nacho the same. I don't know. It just didn't happen. Adama Traore, 1 trophy in 3 years. I'm assuming you mean for Madrid. Did Adama Traore make it or not make it? I don't think I remember seeing him on the list. Oh, he did make it. I don't know, dude. Adama Traore is pretty dangerous in my book. he doesn't play on a big club. You got to keep that in mind. A lot of offensive players, when you look at their actual output, the stats can be a little bit misleading because if you put Traore on Barcelona, I'm not saying we want Traore on Barcelona, just as an example. If you put Traore on Barcelona, his stats would go up. He would get more goals. He would get more assists just by being at a better club. He is at Wolverhampton, which is a mid-table club in English Premier League. He doesn't exactly have top talent around him. Solid squad. Don't get me wrong. But he's one of the fastest, most physical players in football. He's fun to watch. Hassan, I hope you're joking. Andres Iniesta, as much as I would love San Andres to come back and make an appearance for La Roja, it ain't happening. He did play for Barcelona, but he does not play for Barcelona now. And again, I was just saying that I'm not saying I want to bring him in, but as an example, if he were to play for us. I do just recreationally, Doodler, there's a few leagues around town that people play. I think you'd maybe call them pub leagues or bar leagues over in Europe. It's essentially, it's a pay to play. You get a t-shirt, you get to play. It's like 6v6. Very often co-ed. I play in some men's leagues, but very often it's co-ed. Overrated? I don't know. I think he's a specialist. Like, if it's late in the game, he probably won't get much playing time. But if it's late in the game and Spain are looking for some energy up the wing, looking for someone in the last 10 to 15 minutes of a game to go in and run past some people, Adama Traore is probably your man. Sunday League, Levi, I think that's a good way for people to understand it. But not futsal, though. Futsal is a little bit different. It is on a smaller field, and it's on, I forget what the material is. It's not a hardwood court, but it's like a basketball court, whereas I still play on turf. You're talking about Frank Rijkaard? Let's see where Frank Rijkaard even is right now. Because I don't know if he's managing anywhere. Where did he go after Barcelona? Let's see here. I don't think he's doing anything right now. Dutch former player and former manager who played as midfielder. Yeah, God, I don't think Frank Rijkaard's doing shit. I wouldn't bring him back. I'm not saying I would bring him back. He went from Barcelona to Galatasaray from 2009 to 2010, and then 2011 to 13 was at Saudi Arabia. He's just been retired, hanging out, not doing much of anything. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, you're saying Traore is a FIFA player. No, that makes sense. Ironically, another FIFA player, and I know exactly what you mean by that, João Moutinho, also on Wolverhampton right now. Back in like 2006 to 10, something like that, João Moutinho was one of those guys that like was amazing on FIFA, but you only knew about him because of FIFA. If FIFA video game did not exist and you didn't have these little anomalies of stat kings, you wouldn't have the attention that some of these players get. You could say that basically most forwards with just speed and not a lot of technical ability, people only know about them because of FIFA. I did see Ronaldo didn't start. That's pretty wild, and I wonder where that lands him for staying at Juventus. He apparently tweeted out or put on Instagram or something Juventus slogan with a black and white dot. So I don't think that his intention is to leave, but the fact that he didn't start on a must-win game, pretty wild. Laporta in the Spanish squad right away is pretty, speaking of wild, pretty wild as well. But France could put out 4, 5, 6 different squads that could easily make a run at the World Cup before they are in any danger of running out of players. So the fact that Laporta saw that and was like, I'm going over to Spain where they could use a good center back. Pretty smart. Yeah, Lille coming up big, knocking off the defending champions PSG. Young American Tim Weah didn't start, but was pretty influential for that club this year, so he gets the trophy as well. Very exciting stuff. So what have we talked about? Aguero's coming in. I think he's going to do enough to push us over the edge to get La Liga next year. His health is a concern. Good morning, Monstar. How we doing? Aguero needs to stay healthy. I think between... I do have Twitter. It is right... Where is it? Right there. Right there. At the undefeated MJ. What was I saying? PSG... Aguero. I was talking about Aguero. Between Aguero, Depay, and if Griezmann stays, those are going to be our three strikers. I would hope that we don't overuse Aguero and we get to keep him in bubble wrap when we need to so that he's there for the big matches. That's what I'm hoping we get out of Aguero. We shall see. With Depay, he may end up getting more starts, more playing time than Aguero. Not because he's better, but because he's younger and stays healthier overall. Excuse me. If Juve went to Europa League, I can't imagine Ronaldo would have been staying. I just don't see him. Standing there. Let's go ahead and jump in to Barcelona news. Starting out with Marca. Laporta's summer beginnings. So Laporta's summer begins. The key matters to address at Barcelona. Obviously, we're bringing in Eric Garcia and Aguero. That is a done deal. I think now that we have Aguero and Depay is right there, right? So let's just say we have Depay. I think we have to turn our focus to our midfield. Everyone's kind of jumping from the number 9 to center backs. Guys, we have to bolster our midfield, and it has to be a defensive mid. It really, really does. It has to be a defensive midfielder. As much as I love Sergio Busquets, and as much as I am happy for him and congratulatory that he's made the squad for the Euros this year, can't believe Spain are taking him, but they're doing it. We have to have a younger, pacier defensive mid. Have to have it. Maybe someone like a Ndidi would be someone that can slide in there. But we have to bolster that midfield. Has to happen. I would also rather sign Son. I agree Son is better than both players, and I'm wondering if something can still happen there. Let's say we get Aguero and we get Depay. Maybe we move on Griezmann to bring in Son. Maybe we let go of a young prospect like a Trincao and Griezmann to bring in Son. If I'm Barcelona, I'm looking at Tottenham and I'm setting my sights on Heung-min Son and Ndombele. Those are two players that I think we could pick up on the cheap potentially that could definitely influence our squad. Nico is getting promoted, but you guys got to understand that's a big jump. I know there are players that make that jump easy transition for him, but not everybody does. So we can't fully rely on one youngster coming up to be our defensive mid. Hassan, I hear you, except as much as I want him to stay, Coutinho's probably going to get transferred out. Busquets, dude, I was shocked that he was able to make it through this year as successfully as he did. Absolutely shocked. Pulling for him, would love for Busquets to find the fountain of youth and stay as long as he can, but at the end of the day, we need someone with more pace sideline to sideline to break up those counterattacks. We just have to. Bakayoko, no. Talk about a FIFA player. Get out of here. Yeah, Nico's going to be learning, right? That's what I'm saying. And I'm not saying he won't come in and be like we saw with Pedri this year, come in, young guy, get a little bit of playing time, earn that starting role. I'm not saying that won't happen, but I don't want to rely on it. If we have the opportunity to sign a reliable defensive mid, I think we do it. ESPN headline, Atletico Madrid's Luis Suarez says, I was underestimated by Barcelona. Yes, you were. You were underestimated by Barcelona. I'll say that Luis Suarez despite having sometimes frustrating performances because he wasn't exactly as fast, as fit as he used to be, he would find a way to get goals in the back of the net. He got plenty of points for Barcelona last season, saved us quite a few times. With that said, if he did not get cut and moved on to Atletico Madrid, Luis Suarez does not come in the kind of shape that he's in this year. He does not come in with the kind of mentality and that fight, that fire in his spirit. You would not have seen that from Luis Suarez this year. So for everyone out there who's saying, oh, Barcelona made the biggest mistake by letting go of Luis Suarez, we would have won La Liga, we would have done this, we would have done that, I'm going to say not so fast. Because I don't think that we get the same Luis Suarez if he stays at Barcelona. He was 10 pounds heavier at Barcelona. Go back and look at the pictures. Maybe I'll show you. Maybe we'll go Barcelona here, Atletico here. Look at the difference. Look at the difference. Okay? He's 10 pounds lighter. He's ripped. He's shredded. He's angry. That's what you saw from Luis Suarez. And again, I'm not saying he wasn't scoring goals at Barcelona. He was, but he was frustrating to watch. It wasn't the same player, obviously, from 2014 to 16, 17, 18. Those last 3 years, he started to tail off. He would get goals, though. He was a poacher. He's a finisher. At the end of the day, Luis Suarez fan here. I'm not sitting here hating on Luis Suarez. He deserves it. I think it's karma that he got to go to Atletico Madrid and get the 2 match winners in the last 2 games of the season to put Madrid over the top. Good for Luis Suarez. I think it's karma to Barcelona. But for everyone, like I said, that is going, oh, we shouldn't have sold him. This is not the same Luis Suarez that we had. Much more fit, much more motivated. So it is what it is. We'll see if Aguero can come in and maybe have that added motivation to do something at Barcelona. We'll see what happens in Champions League. But either way, I don't think Barcelona should look back and regret selling Luis Suarez like everyone's saying right now. It is what it is. What else? Let me catch up on the chat since I just ranted a little bit. Levi, yeah, he was a club legend, needed to move on, and then we just happened to light a fire under his ass. Conte, also not realistic. I'll agree with you on that one. Conte is the mold, right? That's what we're looking for. We are looking for a defensive mid like N'Golo Conte, but we need a younger N'Golo Conte. We need the next N'Golo Conte. That's what we're looking for. I would love to pick up Wijnaldum on the free. That's the box-to-box midfielder I think that we're looking for. I know he's 30. Calm on the ball. He can play box-to-box. I know he broke Barcelona's hearts with a couple of goals in that 4-0 loss, but it is what it is. People have brought up Ndidi. I think Ndidi might be a good shout, especially now that Leicester just missed out on Champions League again. Ndidi's only 24 years old, I think, from Nigeria, if I'm not mistaken. Grim, no worries at all. If we can't get Conte from Chelsea, there is the next Conte, right? Conte's like 30 years old. Yeah, I think Ndidi. Someone brought up Guendouzi, would be a very interesting one. He's a great player, but shit attitude. So it would just kind of be interesting to see if he comes in. Here's the thing, folks. Here's what's gonna happen. Here's what everyone keeps forgetting about. We've got Euros, we've got Copas, we've got Gold Cup. There's going to be 2, 3, 5 players that break out of these tournaments. So if I'm Barcelona and I'm looking at someone in the midfield or I'm looking at a defender and I'm not 100% sure, I'm not 100% convinced I want to invest, wait. Just wait. Because the Euros are coming. The Copa Americas are coming. The Gold Cup is coming. Nations League is coming. You never know what kind of stars are going to break out. Every tournament, it happens. Luka Modric breaks out during a World Cup. I don't know why that was the example, but he broke out during a World Cup. That's really my best example. I don't know why he comes to mind as my example. I'm sure you guys can think of others. Maybe I need more coffee. Puppies are starting. Arthur, no. Arthur again is one of those players that I think could have worked out if he had the right attitude. If I could bring one player from Madrid, probably Asensio. I would probably bring Asensio if I could bring one player. You talking about Rodriguez at Man City? Scrolling the headline, see if there's anything else we need to do. Barcelona had a little end of the season gathering. Kind of talk things through. Good for them. It looks like Barcelona are going to officially let go of Todibo and Alenia, looking to offload them. Alenia is one that I would rather see stay at the club. Vinny Jr., I don't know about that one, man. Even Madristas, I think, would question that one because Vinny Jr. is finishing as hot garbage. We already have a Dembele, you know what I mean? So I hear you, how to vids, but we got to think outside of the starting lineup. We got to think about late in the season when we have La Liga, Copa, and Champions League going on. We have to have players outside of our starting 11. Ideally, if you're going to be going for 3 trophies like that, you have 2 players willing to go in every position. You have to have backups. Like we have a lot of times we'll have a Copa del Rey squad that is our B team. That's their whole playing time comes from Copa del Rey. Doodler, I do have a Twitter. It is at the undefeated MJ right down here at the bottom of the screen. Zip, 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 zip. Right there. There's my Twitter. Right there. So yes. Here's the thing. I agree with your points that we don't want to bring in players that are going to take time from a Pedri, from a no one's going to take time from De Jong. He's starting, but from our young players, right? We have to balance winning today and developing youth. You have to have both. You have to have both. So we can find that balance. I think if we bring in a Wijnaldum, I don't think he starts, right? I think our starting midfield next year is Pedri, De Jong, and some other third player. It's either going to be Busquets, Coutinho, Ricky Puig. Maybe we bring in a Wijnaldum, but I don't see it happen. You got Monstar, same thing. You guys are assuming that if we bring in Wijnaldum, that Wijnaldum's going to start. It could very easily be De Jong, Pedri, and Puig next year. That may be our starting midfield, and then during some of the lesser games, during Copa, during some tournaments, you let Wijnaldum get the time and yada, yada, yada. I'm sure Wijnaldum does want to start, but he's also going to have to ask himself, do I want to start at a mid-level club, or do I want to come in and get playing time at a club that maybe gets me another shot at some titles? I think FVNX, welcome to the channel, my friend. I think it's going to be more like Aguero up top with Depay and Messi below him. Aguero doesn't have the legs that he used to, and Depay very often will drop back into more of a number 10 role a la Lionel Messi, except he does it more on the left-hand side. Depay plays a lot like Griezmann. Think of Depay and Griezmann as a like for like. Aguero is really going to come in and be that true number 9 for us. So we'll see. But my friends, we're running late, so I'm actually going to get going. This is meant to be short and sweet, but you guys kept the conversation going, so you kept me a little bit long. I don't mind it at all. Don't mind it at all. I appreciate you guys showing up. It's early for me, might not be for you, but I just appreciate the conversation. I really do. Everyone who showed up today, nice and early, Visca Barca, Doodler, Monsar, How To Vids, becoming a regular here. Grim Affiliations, this might be your first time here, so welcome to the channel. I apologize if I'm not right. Levi, my buddy, coming in as always, a standard here on the channel. Hassan, good morning. Shah Saeed, welcome, welcome. I think I got just about everybody. If I missed you, I apologize. Balloon Dior, that's going to be a tough one. Could be Lewandowski, but it could also come down to who wins Champions League. Might actually come down to that. Monster, if you're talking about Renato Sanchez, I would take a look at him for sure. We'll see. Let me know down in the comments, who are the top 3 players outside of the free transfers? Who are the top 3 players that you want Barcelona to sign outside of the free players coming in. So don't tell me Aguero, don't tell me Depay. Who do you actually want to spend money on? Realistically, don't tell me Haaland, don't tell me Mbappe. Tell me some players that you think we should spend money on down in the comments. That's what I want to know. All right, that's going to be it for today, friends. Like I said, thank you so much. Appreciate the chat. This was a little bit of a longer one. We'll be back again Wednesday morning for Wake Up in Barca. I'll see y'all then. Thanks so much for tuning in and taking a ride, my friends. Mwah.